Okay, this is going to be game number 47 in the world record streak. The goal is to get to 50. A few victory laps here after beating out Elliptic. You know, we're still holding strong, and I've decided we're gonna do all the races and backgrounds that we haven't done yet in the context of the streak. So the only thing we're missing is Wanderer, Demon Spawn, Deep Elf, Halfling, and Mummy. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone, and we're going to play a Demon Spawn Wanderer, and we're going to see if this starts any good. Seam is Floraline's new infobot, which is pretty cool. Wow, this is fascinating. What mutations do I want to see? Well, I'd like to see Powered by Death. That's always good. I'd really like to see Spiny, because that makes my early game easy. I'd be okay with Claws, but let's take a quick look at what we actually got here. So it says you begin with the following items: a +2 shortbow, that's amazing, 25 arrows, that's amazing, a wand of random effects, that's incredible, potion of cure. This is a really good start. How's my skills, though? My skills are weird. We have some throwing, apparently. Let's start by training stealth up to 2. I see we have some necromancy. Do we have we have no spells? What the hell? Why do I have necromancy training? How's that even possible if I didn't get a necromancy spell? I'm fascinated. But anyway, yeah, the +2 shortbow is incredible. We don't have enough ammo to really make great use out of that, but so when you get Pain Brand, you can use it, I guess. So anyway, yeah, we're going to take stealth to 2. But I would say this is a pretty strong guy. Yep, could be a good Kiku guy. Honestly, there's a lot of things this guy could do. Let's look at his stats. You know, he has low strength and mediocre intelligence and dex, so he's already pointed in the direction of being a caster, but he could pretty much do anything. And the fact that there's no spells means that it's kind of awkward to have high int. But high int but no spells. But let's just walk on out here. Okay, so there's water. There's boots. Awesome. Get some AC immediately. I like that. Oh, and we're in a robe. It's important to keep an eye on that kind of thing. We really want to know exactly what our defenses are, right? And if we have any GDR. And the answer is no, we don't have any GDR. So we have 3 AC and 11 EV. Nice starting weapon. Yep. Let's grab these bolts. Too bad we can't use them. I just think it's incredible that we have a wand of random effects. I mean, that's sick as hell. Okay, so we've explored out the entrance. You know, if there was like a bunch of... We could actually shoot across these bushes. If we could somehow stand here and have things approaching, that'd be pretty awesome. But I don't see that actually happening. We could make some use out of this entrance, though. We'll see. There's a dagger. I don't think I'm actually going to wear it because it could be cursed. And we certainly don't want to give up our weapon, our sick +2 shortbow. Willing to use some ammo to kill weapon goblins and whatnot. Okay, here's our actual swap, a club. Okay, this dude cannot one-shot us, even if he gets 2 hits. Okay, we tried to kill him with the club, it's not quite working. Trying to save ammo here is the thing. So we could just walk around like this. Again, the max damage you can do with 2 attacks is 10 total. Seems like a weird optimization, but our ammo could be really important. There we go, got him. This one has a weapon, so I'll use my arrows. This guy had a short sword, that's very good. Lots of stuff here. So we can absolutely use the short sword to slaughter rats and things. Every arrow that doesn't mulch is a snake that will kill your enemies. Assuming I find sticks to snakes. Can't really assume I'll get that. I just want to get that level 2. Like let's find out if we're going to be monstrous or not. I think you always find out if you're monstrous by level 2. We can't let ourselves attack in melee against a goblin with a weapon, because that's 20 damage possible, or 19 in the case of the club. Icy blue scales, okay. Uh-oh. Wow, the arrows almost didn't come through for me versus the gecko. That could have been bad, although we do have 2 curing. XL2 mutation, it turns out you're not a demon spawn, you go human. Well, we have icy blue scales. That means we're going to have RC+. We have AC +2, which is nice. I think this means that we're not... I think for a fact we are not going to be monstrous, if I understand how demon spawn actually work. Tab this thing. Still just training stealth. Although I think we'll take fighting to 3 now as well. I'd like to train bows, but not unless I find more arrows, you know. Pray for Night Stalker. That'd be okay. I still want Spiny, man. Okay, let's grab these bullets. This has the most tiles next to it. That's 4, so we'll take this downstairs. It's the safest one. Spiny, so no player ghosts can PvC you. Perfect. I wonder if that means you can't be constricted by the shambling mangroves. I doubt it. Holy shit. Guys, that is a D2 Gozag. Do we take it? I think we take it. We also found a helmet. And we found some chainmail. We are living the life. Let me get a corpse first and then we'll decide. Hey, buddy. It's the only safe option and the cool option at the same time. Well, typically I don't like to take Gozag so early, but we already have 3 chunks. So I think we're okay. Right? 3 chunks, or three rations and 2 chunks seems legit. It's not like we're using magic, right? So it's like I'm not using up spell hunger, so to speak. Nice. We're still just training fighting. Wonder if I can kill this with short blade. I'm trying to do the trick where I get the maximum number of attacks possible. There we go. We also managed to sort of cheese some more chunks out. Get strength. Using arrows because the jackals are faster than me. We actually found some more arrows here. That's pretty sick. Oh, we just found Ice Blast. That's powerful. I guess we take evocations to 4-ish, and I see that we've already found ourselves an adder, huh? I could walk very far backwards, so I could be able to safely Ice Blast him, but I think instead we'll just use the bow. There we go. See? He goes down. Okay, sick. We just found a ton of rations. I mean, hell, well, he can do 12 damage. So 24 if I don't train any short blades, so I should be a little bit careful here. Perhaps I should train some short blades to get my speed below 1, you know? Still have no 2 stacks of scrolls. But we have our, you know, we have our Gozag potion petition, so that's cool. And we have curing, which is amazing. So it's really not bad. We also have this ring. So as soon as we find remove curse, we can try that on. Use the scroll. It's remove curse. Okay, that means I can wear the ring. It's a cursed ring of Telly. Try the dagger. Actually remove curse. Glowing hunting sling, but we don't have any more remove curse, so we'll just grab it. With any luck, that has a nice brand on it. Yeah, the Morning Star's okay, but ouch. Okay, this guy could actually kill me, because if you look at a flail, it does 10 base damage, right? So 10 plus 5 is 15. He can actually do 30 on account of the fact that I attack slow with both my bow and my short sword, which is a little bit of hubris, just a bit. I should not have been swinging on him at all. This bat will help create distance. Perfect. Oh, okay. So that's a priest. Fun place to use Ice Blast, right? He immediately hits me for... God damn! Was that maximum? From 35 to 19 damage. Or 35 hit points to 19 hit points. That's almost 17. Not quite. That's 16 damage, right? 29 is 10, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Yeah, that's 16 damage, so he did almost max. Hilarious. Okay, that's going to be another Ice Blast. Falchion, huh? 12 damage. Our GDR should protect us. There we go. Glad we had that wand. Dagger of Draining, hell yeah. That's also, I don't even have to train any short blades, man. That's straight up fast. I guess that's why you have a comp sci degree instead of math. Okay, look. I was never very good at doing basic arithmetic quickly in my head. I don't know, man. It's weird. I was always much better at verbal things, doing that kind of thing quickly. Great Depression. There's a scroll here, which we actually have a copy of. So we'd really like to do this if we can. Type 5 plus 7 into Google. Yeah, right. I don't think we can kill this. 47 hit points, there's no way. I mean, if I spammed Ice Blasted on him, maybe. He's resistant to cold, though, so I'm not even going to bother. We'll just live without that scroll. Okay, alright. So we have our Wand of Acid Ajib. He can totally one-shot us. Great Depression, my nemesis. So the sad thing about this is that he's got 24 hit points. I have to wonder if I could one-shot him with Ice Blast, but I doubt it. I mean, I could, but do I really want to... Let me think about this. Orc Priest. Yeah, 15. We didn't even one-shot an Orc Priest with that, so I think we just walk away, take the staircase, and hope he doesn't kill us. Wouldn't that be lame as hell if he killed us? But what's my other option, you know? I mean, I could Potion Petition, but unless it's resistance, it's GG, you know, if he hits me. Okay, we go up, we didn't die. In fact, Gozag saved our ass. That is a skip on sight. I want off this damn floor. Free acid later? Yeah, I guess, but I need off this floor for the time being. It's horrifying. Identify. Alright, so what we need more than anything right now is we need to identify scrolls, because if we can get fear, then I am pooping myself just a little bit less. Should I magic map right now? No, we know where all the staircases are. Let's see, Ajib was here. I can probably safely go here. We'll find out. I waited a little bit too long on that floor. Ice Blast has the longer range. Yeah, only by 1, I think. Acid is 5, yep, I believe so. There's a Rue. Well, the danger's over. There could be, of course, there could be more acid on this floor, but you feel resistant to heat. See, that's interesting. Did I miss exciting shallow floors? I don't think so. Only exciting thing that's happened so far is just the stuff we found. Got him. We'll take evokes up a little higher. I want to be able to one-shot things. Yeah, I was going to say, that could become Hellfire or Boiling Blood. I'm actually hoping for Boiling Blood because it will kick in sooner, and it's really, really strong. And it makes us immune to clouds, I think. Or at least fire clouds. Sup, Mr. Adder Skeleton? A lot of zombies on this floor. And skeletons. A little bit of a theme here. Should be able to melee this down, and we do. Okay. Nice. Nothing too dangerous here so far. Evokes is 5. Let's take fighting to 5. Strength. Plate armor. I don't see any plate. I saw a longsword. Acid Wand Priest, man, I hope not. I don't know, this is all the stuff on the floor. Anyway, we have a remove curse. I could try this sling on, and I will. It's cursed, okay? Nothing else to try, I suppose. So we'll remove that curse and we'll drop this piece of crap. We have a 2-stack of potions. Let's go ahead and use one. It's Zerk Rage. You know what? I'm happy we have that available. Could probably use that to kill a chip if I wanted to, but I'm not going to risk it. Oh, I wanted to check something. We're in chainmail. That's base AC 8, right? We have a helmet and boots, so AC 10, 2.2 armor skill. We're going to train AC to 2.2. We have a decent number of arrows now, actually. Hey, buddy. Let's melee him down. No, you're absolutely right that I don't want to risk the acid wand for a while. Unless we found our core. And then I would probably get a little cheeky with it. I like that we found such an early Gozag. That's incredibly powerful. Okay, we don't... You know, this is ironic because we're going to have RC+, but we don't have it yet. He can do 20 damage. 5 plus... Well, sorry, he can do 15... what? 14. I could have sworn they could do... I'm so confused. I always thought it was 5 damage and then 15 cold. But it's actually 5 plus 9? That's weird. That's way less than I thought. Your feet thicken and deform. Well, we're going to lose our boots at some point. Let's see if we can get a point of EV here. Just training dodging to 5, you know. Or we'll probably stop as soon as EV goes from 5 to 6. Let's identify more scrolls, enchant armor. This guy wants help. He'll go ahead and enchant the helmet. 6 EV already. Malcolm Horse? I don't get it. Oh, it's because I'm going to have hooves. I think they're actually talons. Okay, what's all this then? Bunch of crappy weapons. Melee all them. Wow, easy floors so far, except for a jib. I like that we're stacking magic mapping. In fact, let's... Okay, we do have fear. Awesome. I was going to use a scroll down here, and then I realized there was no reason to. Because we already had magic mapping identified. Scarf of Cloud immunity. Would be nice if it was resist, but we're going to have RC plus and RF plus on account of our mutations anyway, so it's not bad. Hey, buddy. See how I'm juking him with the hallways? That's always the way to take centaurs, 9 times out of 10. In the early game, if I had walked right up to him, we could have had a problem. +4 spear goes down. You need cringe immunity. I'll never have that. Okay, we have some pretty decent bonuses on these weapons, but I honestly think the Dagger of Draining is best. Pack of dancing weapons. I mean, I guess I can grab this falchion and maybe we can brand it if we inadvertently use that, but Otherwise, I don't really see myself using any of that stuff. It is, but we've got a Drain brand on this dagger. And now we have a +2 dagger of Venom as well. Pick of the litter here, really. Is that a buckler? Did I see a buckler? I did. Yeah, see, I was going to train bows, depending on what we found. Like, if we had found Oka first, we would have been a bow guy. But we found Gozag really, really soon, and then we just found a buckler, which I guess I'm inclined to use. It kind of sucks to not have the bow available, though. But I know I should be using these daggers more than them anyway. We're going to end up in bucklers, so we'll train 4. Well, we'll end up in shields, that is. Anything on D6 I care about? No. Yeah, we could just use this Falchion, I guess. Yeah, screw it. Let's put on the buckler. It's cursed. That's fine. It sucks to lose the bow, but what the hell just happened? Oh, wow, he's got a Dagger of Holy Wrath. +2 Venom is more powerful. Absolutely, for the most part. Yeah, no, that dagger does not like my kind. It's a very racist dagger, actually, if you think about it. I wish we had Remove Curse. I'd try on this amulet and just kind of roll the dice on it being harm or not. As sick as possible. Dies of the poison. So you're saying that Wormbane is racist because it's specifically good at killing Draconians. Okay, so here this is where the bow would be nice to have again. Nice greatsword, bro. Getting drained like a madman. Sick as possible. 1, 2, 3. Okay, goodbye, buddy. Shields is 4 now. If we're going to do this fight, we're going to do it while we're fully healed. Good. Very drained, unfortunately, but we'll fix that soon. Hand Axe of Freezing, okay. Could go axes. You know what? We're going to roll the dice on random effects. Unaffected, okay. Okay, we're getting owned. +5 Ring of Intelligence, okay. Turbo drained. Hopefully we can do a little something about that. I don't want to get more drained, so I'm willing to burn some evokables to not have that happen. If I had Remove Curse, I'd just take off the buckler and kill them with arrows, but no such luck. Strength. Hey, we are spiny. That's awesome. We will tear through this game now. Spiny will let me melee these guys as well. No, we just meleeed whites, and we're very crappy at meleeing, so you can imagine how that went badly. Alright, I see that there's actually a wand of Ice Blast there, so we're going to need to go down and then back up. That's kind of cool. Haha, very funny. Let's drop short bow. I don't know, man. Should I train? Should I just go for the axes? I think I should. Hand Axe of Freezing takes you pretty far. That'll be awesome in lair. Creates an issue versus Hydras, I guess, but we have a decent amount of wands already to deal with that problem. And probably could swap to a mace. Yeah, we'll do axes. I've never had a bad time doing axes. Hey, Bad Fraginator, we have Cloven Feet. We have Icy Blue Scales, which will end up giving us RC+. We have Heat Resistance, which is either going to be Burning Blood or it's going to be Hellfire. And we have Spines. Spines is like the quintessential early game mutation, so big fan. Alright, let's just take access to 14. Pretty ideal mutation. I don't know if I would say it's ideal, but it's pretty solid. It's not bad. Okay, so I'm using Ice Blast on this thing because I'm terrified of burning through my rations. That was a bit wasteful. But I don't even feel bad about it. There's another one, damn. We're gonna go for the melee now. Maybe I was freaking out over nothing. Yeah, we're doing Gozag. Uh-oh, two-headed ogre. Alright, we can melee him. He can only do 15 plus 20 is 35, plus 22 is 57 from the Giant Spiked Club, and then 20 more is 77. And we have 77 hit points, and we have GDR. So we can technically melee him. Yeah, we could random effects him from the staircase. That's safe. Nice little para here. See, there's a mace. This could very well be our Hydra killer. But I think instead we're going to identify one of these amulets. Inaccuracy, okay. We have another enchant armor. I guess we're going to enchant the hat. Nice little +2 hat. Our axe skill is flying up because we're focusing it. Not a big fan of demon spawn aptitudes, but -1's not terrible. Harm can't be cursed? I don't believe you. I thought harm was always cursed. I'm going to take your word for it. Gourmand. Oops, I didn't mean to put on that ring. That could have been extremely bad. Ring of Fire, okay. Well, we have Gourmand. That's hilariously wasteful, but I guess if we find a vault with, I guess if we find a vault with chunks in it, we could... Damn, I screwed this up. If we find a vault with chunks in it, we could eat all those, I suppose. Wow, okay. Killer bee, huh? Well, we don't have our poise. Gonna switch to the Dagger of Venom. These guys are vulnerable. Haha, yeah, spines. Never mind. Spines just wrecks these dudes. Wreck? Singular? See, we have a Battle Axe of Draining. That's pretty sick. We're not going to use that, but... check it out. Random effects. He's hasted. Random effects. Nice. I only have a buckler. Yeah, but it's cursed. I can't. I literally cannot take it off. I don't have any remove curse. I don't disagree, by the way, that it might be worth swapping off of. When do you feel safe killing a Jib for that acid wand? Yeah, see, that's something I've had in the back of my mind, actually. Probably soon. Well, oh hey, got him. Hold on, I forgot something. Back on D6. Wait a minute. Actually, it's on this floor. I was going to say, I need this wand. So we determined that a Jib can do what, 50 damage to me with that thing? We have fear. I guess I feel safe fighting him when I have a blink scroll then. That's fog. Because blink is guaranteed to get me out of problems. Double Ice Blast should kill him, but I want to have a way to reset if things go truly badly. Okay, we have a hopefully flaming axe here. We have an artifact sword, which I don't know if I'm going to try out or not. I guess I could. We've already trained an awful lot of axes to be swapping, you know, so I don't know if I care. I guess I'll buy this stuff. We'll roll the dice on Disto. Oh shit! I forgot I don't have any remove curse. God damn it! All right, that was a big misplay. Okay, we're stuck with this. We're going to be attacking slowly for a little while. Capital punishment. Maybe we'll buy a shop and look for, what do you call it? You know, scroll shop. That was a big misplay. Luckily it hasn't screwed us that bad. Longsword's not terrible. But boy, we are slow with this thing. Sack of spiders, okay. We have enough money for a shop right now. Coal merchant. Distillery, antique armor boutique, or assorted antiques. I think assorted antiques. Capitalist punishment. Yeah, maybe. Assorted antiques it's possible to get a scroll in that, so let's do that. And we have remove curse. Okay, so my blunder, my boner, so to speak, has been rectified. We'll put the sack of spiders in our buy list. A couple of identifies. We'll just identify some scrolls. It's brand weapon. Identify 2-stack ammo. Playing poorly and have it immediately corrected by RNG as the Chad play. Now that was a pretty bad misplay. I have to admit that was a fault. Okay, we'll remove curse. Drop the sword. Now I could wear this other axe or mace, but they could be cursed too. So let's not do that. We have brand weapon. Let's save that for a broad axe. Now I can swap to bow. No, I could swap to the battle axe. That'd be okay. That'd be pretty legit, actually. I don't know though. I'm tempted to just stick with the shield. See how fast we attack with it. 1.3. No way. If it was below 1, we'd do it, but we're not quite there. Okay, let's see, let me drink a curing here. And do, well, we'll leave the rest of the potions alone. Sure wish we had blinking. Then we absolutely could go get that wand with no fear at all. Whoa, hey buddy. Can we melee you? I bet you we can. My spines are doing serious work. There's our lair, which is of course the place we would like to be in. Nice, a ration shop. Wow, okay. It's yak time. Spines in the node, downside ox attack, yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of damage possible when there's multiple of these. Ow. Alright, we're bailing. Ouch. Okay. See, this sucks because random energy could actually kill me here. Maybe. GDR would do an awful lot. And distract does the rest. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. Kind of a risky play I did there. No, you really don't want to do Potion Petition as sort of a Hail Mary to save yourself from death, because the thing is, if you're relying on healing happening to not die, Gozag will screw you every single time. I'm convinced it's hard-coded. Like, he just won't offer you any healing. Some enchant armor. We'll just leave it. Oh, hey fellas. Alright, this is a great place for an MO. Nice. We even have RF Plus built in, so... Alright, here we go. I betcha we could fight one of these guys and win. A little more awkward when there's a white as well. Good God, okay. Guess we can't fight both. Potion of Uncontrolled Blink, offered only by Popet. That sounds pretty nasty. I just need my hit points back here. I bet you we can win against a yak one-on-one. I mean, I could always do the whole Dagger of Venom thing against this guy. Jesus, he is just max damaging me almost every time. It's so sick. You wouldn't expect it. My AC is bad, but it's not like It's not miserable. Yeah, tricking to stand in water would be pretty good. Go up. Now we have him by himself. Took forever to get him poisoned. And he's still hitting me for like 1 billion damage every time. It's not happening for me, guys. I guess we suck. This is the chattest death yak of all time. This is not the character I would expect to be having such trouble against this guy. Yakety sax jokes. Oh, I see a death yak has joined my chat. Wonderful. He's just here watching. Oh man. Well, we could park this guy here. I'm gonna try one more time. Alright, so poisoned. As sick as possible. 1, 2, 3. I missed. As sick as possible, and he... Holy shit, man, he doesn't know how to roll poorly. It's legit over 20 damage every time. He can only do 30. He barely takes damage. Yeah, he barely takes damage, and he does all of his damage to me. The thing I'm most surprised at is the fact that, like, I actually have spines too right now. Alright, buddy. No, we're done with all that. Let's identify a scroll. Scroll of noise, damn. Go into the layer. Once we identify blink, we're going to go back. And we're going to go take that acid wand. I mean, I could be using things like Ice Blast to take care of the death yaks, but like, why would I waste it? Is it possible that they nerfed spines? Like, I'm used to spines just tearing these guys up. Like, instant good game. Oh, crap. I messed up here. Strength is 2 stack. Potion of magic, that sucks. Let's hoping for heal wounds. I'll Ice Blast here. Flame. He can only do 18 damage, so there we go. 18 affected by GDR, so he couldn't have killed me there, but that was pretty close. We could have spidered, that's true. I didn't really want to burn my spiders at this point. I'm a little confused at why my guy sucks at tanking. He's got a shield on. He's got chainmail. All the slots are pretty much filled out. I guess we really need to enchant armor, but the boots are going to go away is the thing, so I really don't want to waste. It's really interesting. Yeah, maybe it is the EV. Maybe that's the problem. The game demands you have 22 AC. No, I don't usually train defenses that much. Usually your items are enough to be okay. I think it's the low strength making my EV suck. I think that is the answer. And that's just on account of starting as a wanderer. Yeah, training dodging is okay, you just kind of do it later in the game usually. 2 scrolls of enchant armor, okay. If we find a plate, If we find a plate with a resistance on it, we'll probably just enchant that. Wand of Digging, okay, not bad. Well, we just tanked a Spiny Frog. Of course, we can slow it with this hand axe. That's why I was so excited about the slow here, or the freezing rather, because it slows all of these cold-blooded things in the lair, meaning that I don't have to be as good of a tank. We need to train 50 EVO. Hey, we just found a Wand of Acid, guys. It's pretty solid. Okay, check it out. We're gonna acid through here. Whoa, we are actually poisoned, so we're gonna drink a cure. Go into a hallway. Actually, screw this. We're gonna reset the fight. We'll be good at tanking soon. The puzzle pieces have pretty much fallen into place to turn this guy into a really good melee combatant. I just need like a little bit more. Go use acid on a jib? I could. Okay. Feel way better about that still if I had blink scroll. Because he can still two-shot me, I think. I think he does about 50-some damage with the wand. Alright, buddy. Freaking Spiny Frog just won the RNG battle there. High AC, EV, SH. Will make your spines irrelevant. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, no, the character absolutely, I mean, sure, he needs defenses more than anything else. No question. Strength. Strength is going to help with that. I just gained a point of EV just from pushing strength up. Demon Spawn of Infinite Backbone. Okay, we have AC +3 from the scales. Level 2 scales now, not bad. I'm curious to see what else we end up with mutation-wise. We've run into a lot of high-level lair enemies, but we basically have the tools needed to get through them. Acid, Ice Blast, now that he has the debuff. I'm willing to spend resources on Hydras. Is Hellfire good? It's okay, but my gripe with it is that you don't really get it until the absolute end of the game, at which point you really don't want to be doing damage to yourself, usually. Like, you probably have some better tool to really take care of the game, you know? I mean, technically you can Hellfire Orbs of Fire to death. That's kind of cool, I suppose. How is it like playing with Gozag? Gozag's great. One of the best gods in the game. We happened to find him very, very, very early, so it's good. Yeah, Powered by Death is really, really nice in general. All right, let's go down to layer 3. I see we have a Nergal. How much damage does her bolt do? Is it 45? 3d18? That's a little more than 45, actually. That's 36, 40, 46, 50, 54 damage. So she could two-shot me if I don't have our negative, which I don't. 60 hit points is an awful lot. I don't feel too hot about engaging her. I'm going to try it, though. I'm going to try it with Ice Acid and Ice Blast. Cool. That worked out. It could have gone way more badly. Shops are okay. Yeah, that's true. Hellfire is really nice versus like Caustic Shrikes, and I mean, I just like it versus Orbs of Fire, you know. I bet it's really nice versus certain threats that you just really need to get off the screen right now, like clowns. Identify, identify. So we have Telly. We don't have any blink yet. No blink has spawned. Did find Amnesia. So let's ensure that we don't pick up that ever again. Not going to be casting spells this game, most likely. Identify potions. We have heal wounds now. Very cool. But what's not cool is there is a casual demonic crawler on this floor. There he is. Can we melee this down with the acid debuff? Yeah, we can. Burning through acid like it's candy, but it's okay. On a scatter shot, hell yeah. Okay, casual invis on that Hydra. We have no RC+. Sadly, no third level of scales yet. This is a few too many yaks. Let's go up with these two. He had 4 invis potions, 1 for each head. We have a identify. Let's use that still. I'll use that again, I should say. Hey, there's our scroll of blinking. So that's our ticket. I bet you we can fight Death Yaks now. Go to a hallway for this. Hell, I'm going to soften you up a bit. There we go. Alright, fellas, I'll deal with you in a minute. So with the Blink Scroll, I feel very safe, even if a Jib has an Acid Wand. Found him. Can't Ice Blast from this far away. However, we can Flame. A Jib drinks a potion, a Jib is healed. It's really cute. Well, at least we got 12 charges of acid. Almost died to the Death Yak, but won the RNG battle at the end. We're clearing the floor that we found Lair on, since we can fight Death Yaks now. You feel less concerned about heat, so that just means that we're immune to fire clouds now. Still no answer as to whether or not this is Hellfire or bloody, or fiery blood rather. Could be either. Let's buy all these rations. There was a plate? There's a plate. That's right, you're psychic. Really need more strength. Do we have any remove curse? We do not. I'd like to try on these rings, but who knows what they are, you know? Okay, let's I guess we could be using this Battle Axe of Draining. Yeah, we attack at speed 1 now. It's not bad. We'll switch back to the shield later. Either when we find a better shield, or we find Broad Axe, or ideally both. What is your hope for T3, Augmentation or Robust? I mean, I'd probably take Robust because it's the least, it's the thing I have to think about the least. I mean, I don't actually know. What are the Tier 3 Demon Spawn mutation? Demon Spawn mutations. That's probably like deep into this. Mutations 6. Somewhere in here. Here we go. Tier 3 facets, Robust, Black Mark, that's Augmentation, I guess. Oh wait, no, Augmentation is the one after that, so yeah, Black Mark's something different. I don't know, I guess I'd probably hope for Robust the most. But it could very well be Hellfire. Like, we could already be working towards that, for all we know. Oh yeah, we're gonna tear things apart with this battle axe. Ordinarily love shields, but for the time being, this is okay. Okay. Casual Manticore. No problem, we'll just fight S-branch things in lair. Our EV is absolute crap right now. 4 points, because we're kind of still using armor that's a little bit too heavy for us, but it's not bad. I also have 2 brand weapons, so keep that in mind. You know, we'll find a broad axe eventually. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's incredibly bad. That's the combo, man. That's the combo that gets you killed. Now we have over 100 hit points and that thing only has 5 heads, but while sleeping? I mean, of course we blink away. It's horrifying. Damn, 2 of them. I have to fear. No. Okay, that's actually... Hold on a minute. I didn't die, it's fine, but... Oh! Alright, this is something I'm going to need to commit to memory. That's an emergency spell, which is one of those little bullshit things in DCSS that's very hard to remember. Certain spells are tagged as emergency spells, and when something is feared, it will just use it. Turns out Dream Sheep do their little sleepy thing when they're feared, rather than just running away. So fear is crap versus them. Well, you can kind of use it, but only to separate packs, one at a time, so to speak. That was horrifying, guys. Glad I woke up in time. Burned a lot of resources there. Too much shoop. Yeah. Too much shoop indeed. Scattershot the Hydra instead of blinking. There's an argument to be made for that. Our evocations is only 5, and that's pretty likely to work, but not 100%. Blinking was 100% going to save my life. I don't disagree that that was definitely a good option. I just don't think it was the best. Remember, I'm streaking, so I want to take the thing that's guaranteed to save my life. If I had 10 evocations, I probably would have felt better about that, but we only had 5. Okay, hold on, I guess I'm going to acid. Tried to melee him, it didn't quite work. Why do I have so many stones? Well, I'm dropping them now. I always pick up ammo at the start of a game, just in case I decide to pick up a sling or whatever. And of course, stones I always pick up at the start of a game because they're useful to throw at things if I need to pull like that. Steam Dragon Scales, okay. Not bad. Okay, we'll identify these potions. We have some Ligma. Hold up, let's find those, my nemesis. Put me to sleep now, there's no Hydra around. I don't think you can bounce a stone off yourself now. That'd be kind of funny though. Okay. Great. We have 6, 7, 8 extra intelligence. Wonderful. With our no spells. Hey, wait, we found infusion. Who exactly would you be bouncing the stone to? Wouldn't you just be bouncing it back onto yourself? Cool, we just found Blink. Very nice to have that back. There's your culprit. What, I don't understand. Five plus 20, 25. Spine nerf. It only hurts one monster per turn. No, it only affects the first attack of any given monster per turn, so that means that if something is very fast and it attacks 3 times, you don't get 3 spiny triggers on that same monster. But if 3 monsters attack you, now this is of course assuming that Learn to Be entry is correct, it seems to me like that means that like if 3 Komodo dragons attack you, every single one gets spined once. Or if 3 spiny mambas attack you, spiny mambas? Black mambas attack you 2 times each. Those 3 spiny mambas each get spined once, I think. Invisible Storg, no thanks. Gotta kill Snorg, but I think we'll be okay versus him. Spiny Mamba, that's right. That's a new monster in my fork. Here's our boy here. We have Tella, but only 1. We'll just acid him. He's zerked. We'll acid him again, and then we're going to scatter shot him. Done. Snorg is male. I don't care if they're deciding to mess around with the history of the game. Like, nobody has to go along with it just because Marvin PA or whoever says so. It's nonsense. But you all know my opinion on that. Okay, I probably shouldn't let myself take 90 damage here. Let's see, we'll acid here. Oops, I kind of messed that up a little bit. Should I scatter shot? Should I? Huh. I'm tempted. We're going to scatter shot. It's kind of a waste, actually. I shouldn't... I don't need to use consumables here. Let's just back off. That was a dumb use of consumables. These guys are speed 10. I'm essentially just sucking down my consumables for no reason, since I can back off and fight at another time. Nice, level 14. Oh, we're on layer 6, I just realized. Did I get Ignite Blood? Not yet. I got nothing on that level up. Okay, we have our fire. Yeah, it's immunity to fire clouds and RF plus. You get that on both Hellfire and Ignite Blood, so... Not really any clues yet. Okay, we found another brand weapon. We did not find any Fire Dragon scales, but that's okay. Probably wouldn't have worn those anyway. Found some gloves, that's awesome. Wow, 4 enchant armors. This is going to be great if we find a broadaxe anytime soon. Uh-oh, barbed. Holy shit. I should burn a telly. This is too much stuff. We gotta burn a telly. Curing. Take a step. Swing. That was lame. That was just an absurd collection of things. Kind of wild that that was the only telly we found the whole game. That's, I would call that bad luck. At the same time, we're worshipping Gozag, so I can try to get that scroll shop. Confused can't take SH you don't have. Maybe. Let's just try to lure like one thing at a time out of here. So you have a message from Death Yak, I assume. Excited grunting. Oh no. Seems lewd. Do you guys think Death Yak milk tastes good? Did we just get slept as soon as we walked in? Nope. Good. Can't believe this is dead. It's probably poisonous. Yeah, it's true. Okay, this is fine. This I'll be happy to burn resources on. Stay away from the Zot trap. Really? It's chocolate. Suspicious. Boots of Running, that's actually kind of a shame that we found that because we have hoof-like feet, so we won't even be able to enjoy that for very long. Still don't have any more Remove Curse, so it doesn't behoove me to even try this leather armor on. Really weird game when it comes to consumables right now. Like 1 telly and maybe 3 Remove Curse, if even that. I mean, wow. Could enchant up these gloves. Spider, why would I go into Spider right now? Still haven't done Orc. Although we have no MR+, so that's a bit of a problem. I have 5 Remove Curses? Oh, I do. I'm just blind. Okay. Don't worry about me. Someone sacked an eye. Ring of stealth. Ring of flight. Yeah, I could go buy the spider sack. But I think I want to save my money. I think I'd rather buy a shop. Check it out. We're going to look for, well, first of all, let's try this leather armor on. Ha! Oh, it's so bad! It's so unbelievably bad. Slay -6, RC minus int +7. Alright. Wonderful. No broad axe yet. Alright, I could check that other leather for MR+. Why don't we do that real quick? Just to see what our options are before I start making shops. Nope. Back to the Orc Mines, just the entrance. This is where I like to put shops for aesthetic reasons. That was our Chad Yak that we couldn't kill earlier. Am I going to ID that axe? You mean the hand axe? Well, it could be disto, and boy, we don't want to be caught wearing a disto axe, so probably not. Probably not. Hey, there's identify scrolls in here. Let's go get those. Okay, I could identify the hand axe. Let me do some shops first. 3,400 gold. Call merchant. So here's our goal. Our goal is scroll shops, okay, just to get more telly and things like that. Our goal is jewelry shops, so that we can possibly find MR+. And our goal is, failing that, armor shops. And basically in that order, although I might take jewelry over scrolls. Now in this case, we, well, antique weapon is the only real thing that matters, because we don't care about books, and, well, antique is more likely to be artifacts, I'm pretty sure. I don't see any axes in here except for the battle axe. There are a ton of artifacts, but they're just not the right types of weapons. We could certainly check them to see if they're MR, but that's money in the bank. Or money out of the bank, I should say. Great Mace? There isn't even a... Oh, there is, yeah. I mean, we could try it. It's not super likely to have the MR that we want, though, is it? We're going to try one more shop, maybe two. Okay, Magic Scroll Shop, Weapon Emporium, Gadget Shop. Going to be the Scroll Shop. Got Holy Word, that's nice. Nice identify. Fog, Magic Mapping. There's no telly here, damn. Damn. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, no. Holy Word can be useful as a demon spawn. Not as good as usual, but it can be good. Item quality depends on depth. Are you serious? So where you summon the shop, that actually... Is that true? Holy shit, are you sure about that? Barring going to the slime depths, or S4. Yeah, I thought it was XL as well. Alright, so this is a good mace. It's +7 of vamp, but it's not what we need. Couldn't verify it by code diving. I don't want to use this mace. I really don't. I mean, it attacks too slowly for one thing. The Senv is nice, and the fact that its Vamp is nice, but we just really don't want that. Partially rejects healing. Damn. It's fine. We're going to stick with the Battle Axe draining. It's just better. Based on our skills. So this is lame for a variety of reasons. This is one of those awkward characters where we have to use our big brains to figure out a way to not die to Orc Sorcerers. Identify, cancellation, agility. Okay. So we have Sack of Spiders. That's okay. Let's go buy the other one. That'll kind of protect us. We have 10 evokes. That's pretty good. We have 2 blinking. We have fear, which is not exactly ideal, but it works. I think we can do this. We have digging. Whoa, this is a very big orc. Orc 1. That was empty. So, man, tell me more about depth and how it's calculated exactly. Like, would Vaults 1 be considered deeper than Lair 1, for instance? Is it like literally the number of times you've gone down a staircase? So like D15 could conceivably be not as low as Lair 6 as far as the depth number goes. Because if you found Lair at D8, it would only be as quote-unquote deep as D14, right? Okay, we're going to MO. Acid. Ice Blast. Got him. A little wasteful, but not too bad. Let's see if we can't melee this guy to death. What's the damage here? 32 plus glaive. It's a lot. Come on, give me the kill. There we go. Each branch has its own depths that get added to the floor number you're on. So do you have the table on hand? Maybe you could paste it. Flail of Disto. Pick that up as a sort of Hail Mary. This guy's robust. No, we're not robust. Not yet, anyway. I've just trained a lot of fighting. Hey, Dankus Meme. We have Spiny, we have Icy Scales, we have Hooves, and we have either Hellfire or Burning Blood. We're not sure which yet. And we're trying to sort of painstakingly do Orc despite the fact that we don't have any MR+. We've run into one Sorcerer so far and solved it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that up. Burning Blood is pretty metal. Okay, let's go down. Feel an oppressive heat. That is the volcano. Do a magic mapping so we can go to that quickly. This wide open space worries me a bit. That means we could possibly have the Ogre Mage ending. But we'll find out later, because we're gonna go do our volcano. What you really want is ignite blood, and then you want what do you call it? Holy shit, this guy's wrecking me. 20. Oh wow, he does way more damage than I thought. Okay, you're getting ice blasted. Armor and dodging. Yeah, what you really want is fire starter combined with ignite blood. Then you'll really have some fire. Since everybody's exploding, there's way more blood everywhere. Alright, check it out. Let's put on Ring of Fire. That was a cursed skull. I don't remember there being cursed skulls in here. But you know what? These clouds don't touch me. That's cool. Getting some power out of our mutations here. Alright. Harpy skeleton, alligator skeleton, gargoyle. I'd like to use a potion of might, actually. We're gonna zerk these guys. It's not going to be too many more places in the game where I'm going to want to use Berserk, so... Dire Flail of Flaming. I wanted to pull his ass into the flames. But he didn't, well, the volcano didn't really want to cooperate. Can we melee this? Kind of. Okay, good. Kind of funny that we're still using an Amulet of Gourmand on Gozag. Bit of a waste. It's sort of flaming. We're going to try the same thing. Just pull back into the fire if it shows up. I actually don't recognize this, by the way. Oh, hello. Artifact? Hell yeah, except no, hell no. +2 helmet with +4 dex -5, terrible. I read it the opposite way. Should I keep running or do I want one more AC? I guess I'll keep running. Doesn't really matter either way since, well, it's not like I'll be able to use it for long. Okay, let's bail. Got this glaive of flaming, I suppose, so I can kill hydras if I feel like it. Drop the boots, drop the leather armor. Not sure how it is I ended up holding leather armor, but okay. Not a lot of Hydra left. That's true. We don't have Swamp. We have genocided the Hydras. Alright, this is in fact Ogre Town. We're gonna immolate. We're going to scattershot from this far away, which is okay. Doesn't actually start the chain reaction I wanted. Oh shit. I just accidentally used Potion Petition. Well, that's okay. It's useful here anyway. Go with the one that gives haste and heal wounds. And we're going to change Potion Petition to Peace so that doesn't happen again. Scattershot again. Far away it's not usually good, but just gotta kill this mage. It is the giant ending, just like I expected. Come on, I have Agi, you can't do this to me. And haste, for that matter. Hmm. Got him. See, this is use of the glaive. I don't know about this. Should I hang out here? This guy can two-shot me. Digging for kill holes? Absolutely I do. Okay, he's used up all of his stones. Sadly, we only killed the one. Well, okay, we're getting wrecked. Take the telly, rest up. We only killed the one ogre mage, so there's probably like 2, maybe even 3 more. Up we go. Sure wish we had a shield, man. That would make this character much better off. Go up. What do you got? Trident of piercing, no big deal. As long as there's no mages, I feel okay. The big damage from the large rocks we can deal with just by sort of stair dancing it away. Go up. Definitely feel more fragile than I ordinarily would. That was a little dangerous for me to go up like this. We could have died from the Cyclops and the two-headed ogre. Fault. Stair dancing is good. Usually. Yeah, this is exactly why I want my shield, man. Even if it is just a buckler, we'd be taking an awful lot less damage. Nice big boy shields, or big boy large rocks rather. 35 damage. Come on. There we go. Thought he was out of ammo, to be honest. Elliptic ended his streak while stair dancing in depths. Yeah, you mentioned that. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. That sounds like, you know, you get a little... It's kind of like being highway blind, where you're driving really fast and then you leave the highway and you're still going like 70. Okay, that was a... Ooh, I didn't even see it. That was an ogre mage. Sack time, sack time. We used up a single sack. Order them all to attack the mage. Mage has haste, that means that he has the paralyze spell, so boy did I just take a risk. New mutation soon? Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm glad that your internet is back. Bye-bye, ogre mage. That was 2. Maybe that's the last of them? It's probably a lot more, though. 1 or 2 more. Strength. I'll fight these two-headed ogres all day long as they don't have any big brain buddies to paralyze or banish me. Wait, can ogre mages even banish? No, I'm just thinking of a Rulcha. Still, paralyze is worse. Cool, we'll buy haste. Yeah, I got the ogre end. See, we have a shield for sale. That's pretty sick. We need answers to our questions. Well, we have that level 3 spine, though. Aww. You see that? The shop is a mimic. The shop mimic chuckles and vanishes in a puff of smoke. I've always wondered why it is that the default for shops in Orc can be mimics. Why? Playthrough is going very well in Honey Badger. Doing quite well, I think. For the fact that this could have screwed us by virtue of being a wanderer. Bro! The shop is a mimic. There's two mimics out of 4. I've been robbed. I do remember when mimics could kill you turn 0. Or at least I've heard of this. Alright, so no broad axes yet. I don't know. I could buy the shield and sort of do myself a favor and just live with a +4 hand axe of freezing for a while. I mean, that'd be okay, considering that shields are just better. Also, that would give me something to use enchant armor on. Although I could go ahead and do the gloves. Okay. I think we're going to get another shop. The Layer 6 meme. Call a merchant. Okay, antique weapon, assorted antiques, or magic scroll boutique. Probably should do the scrolls, considering I think we still have no teleport. Get a proper weapon. Well, the problem is that antique weapon could have no axes in it, you know, so that is a whole crapshoot, and the magic scroll boutique is cheaper, so we're going to go with that. That's guaranteed to give me some good stuff, and it gives me a lot of telly, which is what we actually needed, so that's cool. To be honest, we could call another merchant soon anyway. Let's buy this stuff. I'm happy with my choice. Enchant weapon, good. Of course I'd like to have a broad axe. But I don't think one is forthcoming. We may have to just survive with this battle axe of draining. I don't think so though, man. I'm not. This isn't me. This isn't what we do. We're gonna wear the shield. Take shields to 15. We'll live with the hand axe of freezing. It's just the right move. I mean, we could brand a war axe if we were so inclined. Go staff form. No, we're not going staff form. And we could enchant the shield. I might wait though. Shoals and spider nest. Our source of our poise, this sweet leather armor. Dang. We've had some wacky luck with body armors. Nothing enchanted in this orc mine. Well, between a rock and a hard place, because Shoals is going to be really obnoxious because I have no MR. What are mutations? We have Spine 3, and then we have possibly Hellfire, possibly Ignite Poison, not sure. We have Icy Scales, Hooves, and that's it. Early game Elf, maybe. Our resistances are not exactly there, though. We don't have RLAC, we don't have RC+. Although that we could possibly get a Protax in there? I don't know. I have not cleared the dungeon yet. I usually don't like to clear the dungeon unless I have lots of MR. We can go ahead and do this. Oops, Jesus. Well, that scattershot did nothing. How about some spiders? That was a little bit played too quickly. Grab this as a synth swap, I suppose. Yeah, the ghost was a draining weapon guy, and I didn't take him seriously enough. Some reckless play there. Defeat spiders with spiders. You know, the sack only lasts so long. Let's back off. I want to kill that priest. Okay, what's going on here? You're a unseen horror. Thankfully, I have the send swap. Although, to be honest, if I want to send swap strips, perhaps I should use that longsword. The funny one that was cursed that we were sort of stuck with for a while. It's kind of ironic that it's going to be better than the send swap that we just found. So why don't we drop this thing, because that'll at least give me what do you call it, ripostes. On the other hand, hold on. No, I'm totally wrong. We have cross-training off this, so it's just the RC kind of scares the hell out of me. FR makes spider sacks always die, but spawn is spider sack +5. I don't understand. Are you saying you should always get like a giant horde of guys? I kind of like the fact that it's an item that's very crappy if you don't have evokes, but then if you do, it's outrageously good. Oh, it should spawn as 5 charges. Hey, I'm all for I am all for increasing the consistency of items, because that makes the game a little more tactical, a little more interesting. Evo is really, really, really strong. Overpowered, maybe. I mean, there's only so much of it in the game, but yeah, it is quite good. I always get an awful lot. Yeah, Box of Beasts is really strong. Okay, so like I was saying, ordinarily I don't want to do the dungeon without MR, so we're taking a bit of a risk here. But I don't feel good about taking this character into lair branches. His defenses are still pretty bad. Also, this weapon is really bad. Come on, Arga. We haven't gotten to enjoy Arga for a while. Let's just bail on these guys. I want my hit points back. Bro. Bro. Ow. Okay, got him. We are quite drained. D12 is where I start looking out for real threats. Oh, you can find some earlier than that, trust me. We do not have our Lek. So we're going to use evokes to kill. Oh my god, look at that. That's one hit. Or one turn, 2 hits. Took me down from 117 to 68. Oh, wow. This Orc Knight is wielding some Japanese steel. The Autumn Katana. I don't know if I can win against such a samurai warrior. Like, he's actually owning me. I don't know, you guys. I don't think we're going to use this today. I mean, it would be kind of cool, but we've already invested 18 points into axes. I hate to swap after doing that. It's a bad time, I have to say. It would be acceptable if there was cross-training. I mean, I think we could pop it on real fast while we're confused. I forget if you can swap weapons while confused. The thing is, like, if I try to attack with it, it's probably not even as good as the crappy little hand axe because of how slow it'll swing. But that's, I don't know, not sure. Let's try the staff, staff of energy. I was looking for a staff of air for the resistance swap. Oh, let's go up. We are slow. Oh shit, there's actually a huge amount of damage possible here. Josephine's wielding a dagger of Holy Wrath. I don't feel okay about this. Let's fear her. What polearms have I found? Nothing worth swapping with that manual, that's for sure. Yeah, she's like half undead. She really shouldn't be allowed to use the holy weapon. Oh, look at all these wraiths. Great hungry ghost. I like losing rations as a Gozag guy. Maurice with a wand of acid. Well, we have no hexes yet, so we're going to have to burn Ice Blast to kill him. Got him, okay. Cloud immunity is a joke. Wear the cloak instead. Could enchant armor on that, but I don't think it's necessary. Whoa, hello, what do you got? Wand of enslavement? Hell no. Oops, I did not mean to use my random effects on that. I wanted to use something on this guy. Go Kazlal. Kazlal gives you that, though. So we could wear these Ice Dragon scales, but I don't think we want to. And here's the reason we really want to have MR for dungeon. Erolcha. So that stealth I got at the beginning of the game comes through for me. Back off. Sack a couple of oh, that was it. That was it on the sack. Is this enough? Crap. Okay. The Invis Erolcha is the Banish Erolcha. That's not so good. This is very bad, actually. Well, it's not a Scarf of Resistance, it's a Scarf of Cloud Immunity. Okay, we have a serious issue. We could be... Well, swapping to Senv is not going to help my spiders. I think if I move down and to the right, I can't be banished. Not immediately, anyway. Okay, now we'll swap to the Senv. And we could, like, swing across and get some poison on her, I guess. Immolate my ants. Yeah, they do that, don't they? We learned that last game. That's a really good idea. Wait, no, it didn't. Alright, I'm confused. I could have sworn I learned that using Immolate on spiders and ants actually works. We totally did something like that. But it didn't work this time, so I'm confused. Am I thinking of something else? I know you can immolate snakes. You can immolate something and then phantom mirror it and it'll explode. And I thought we found out that we could immolate spiders. But apparently not. No, I'm not playing Trunk, I'm playing 0.23, which is what I was playing before. I must be confused. I must have found something else. I don't know what it could be, though. Because the only other summons that I ever really use on a regular basis are like Box of Beast, which I'm 99% sure can't, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I'll have to think about this, I guess. Anyway, that didn't work. Can we survive a banishment on this character? Kind of. Kind of. Huh. Yeah, I think we'd be fine being banished. Let's just swing. Get the poison. There it is. Okay. Now we will acid. She goes down. Good. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that, because I think it was last game, or maybe the game before, I discovered something could be immolated. Well, the redback wasn't doing anything because he was, they can't see invisible, you see. Okay. I mean, I could have, there are ways to get, to force your not able to see invisible things to fight an invisible thing, but it requires very careful positioning tricks where your dude's trying to get back to you and he can't because there's a monster in the hallway between you and him. And you can kind of do it in the open, but it's really, really annoying, so it's not really something I wanted to fool with versus a Rulcha who at any moment can banish me. No, see, Sticks to Snakes, I've known that was immolatable for a very, very long time. This was something new, and for the life of me, I cannot remember. Okay, those fellas have... yeah, those fellas do ice damage. We're going to put on the IDA for the moment. Interesting vault up there. See that ring of gold? Not sure what's going on there. So I had actually hoped that we would run into a Death Knight, but I wanted him to have a broadaxe. But he did not. Cool. Took out the Freezing Wraith. What was that axe on the ground? What is it, War Axe? This is D13. Was it Animated Skeletons? No, see, I knew that was, I've known that was possible to immolate for a long time as well. I don't know what it could be. Some item gen simulations in the Roguelikes Discord today. Okay. Anything interesting? No, see, Phantom Mirror, I did discover that a while ago, and that was interesting, but this was absolutely something I could use Immolate on, like, after the fact, after summoning it. +7 Demon Blade. Too bad the Autumn Katana doesn't count. It is a relatively easy trove, though. Hey, poison resistance, that's great. That makes Spider way more doable. Uh-oh, let's go down. Uh-oh. Let's go up. Wait, what happened? Did I get teleported? Stumble into a teleport trap as soon as we went down. Okay. Demon Blade probably depths. I only went down because I wanted time to put my regular plate on. You playing B-Crawl? Yeah, absolutely I'm playing B-Crawl. That's exactly what's happening here. Okay, we used Dgen, that's not good. We used might, that's what I was actually looking for. It's agi. Just might agi our way through all this crap. Hopefully I don't get slowed here. Damn, dude, I'm gonna end up having to potion petition probably. I can use a heal wounds. I'm trying to save haste here, but our might is over, but that's okay. Let's try not to use my last might. Alright, not bad. B-crawled. B-crawled and new crawl. Oh no. The worst of fates. I see that you've met with a terrible fate. Alright, let's just sneak on out of here, basically. Alrighty. Oh, that didn't want to work. I forgot to drop the ones that I... Yeah, we can drop those now. Maybe I just wanted to get drunk, okay? You don't know. You don't know. Can't judge me. Good. We enslaved the big boy. Okay, so like I said, we're just trying to get off this floor. There could be really nasty MR threats on it. And we pretty much have what we wanted. So hatch up. Let's put our plate armor back on. Have our poise, man. Forget this. We actually know that there's probably an MR threat on this floor, considering that Vaults is here. Up we go. Yep, that's how it works, Bad Fraginator. It's great. Still no Broad Axe, but you know what? I feel totally okay about doing Spider Nest with a +4 hand axe of freezing. It's not good, but it's not terrible either. Considering that we have our poise. I'm not gonna lie, it is tempting to just switch to Autumn Katana, even with the experience investment, but I'm gonna be stubborn this game, I think. Check if there were more whites. Do you mean on D14 and D15? I'm really afraid of MR threats down there, man. Commitment to shields exceeds even mine. It's true. Three spark wasps? I have enslaves, so that's fine. I think that was the last white of a pack that I had killed before, actually. I remember fighting that pack. Oh, this is just a casual Asterion. Okay. Please don't iron shot me, bro. I'm sticky flamed. There are occasionally spark wasps here. Those vaults are pretty common, and I think spark wasps can spawn just randomly, just extremely rarely, like it's a rare spawn, not necessarily just in vaults. Let's see if we can melee this. Cool, it worked. Really don't want to meet Asterion again without full hit points and no other enemies around. This thing is so fast, wow. He's not even a Formicid, he doesn't have the stasis. Alright, how do we beat him? It's kind of funny, we have this Vuln scroll, but we haven't found any Hex Wands, you know? I guess we have money, like I could go try for another shop. Probably just Ice Blast this fella to death. Ah. Okay. Alright, he totally has that. We're gonna blink. We're bailing. Hopefully he lost track of me. He did not. Don't have our Lek. Have to use resistance, but the thing is he could like... I'll tell you what we're gonna do is we're gonna Vuln. Going to enslave, 47%, that's not bad. What? Where does Demon go? That's weird. I thought I could make him fight as Demon, but I guess the summons go away as soon as you charm. Okay, well that was a decent sized fault. Let me go to layer 6. Gonna get a shop. I can always berserk him or something. I wish we hadn't used that resistance, but it's okay. Call merchant, book boutique, general store, armor emporium. Well, armor it is. There's the OCPA. All right. 2 sources of clarity now. There's also plate armor of poison resist, but I think we're going to end up in the OCPA. There's also a helmet of sea invisible. That's nice. Yeah, not bad. Need a little more money, though. Double clarity. There's our Spike Wasp. Told you they could just spawn. Okay, this is a floor skip, unless... You know what? No, we'll potion petition. I want resistance, but it's not giving it to me. Haste, agility, flight. That's fine. We're going to use silence him. That's an option. I really like to save my silences for elf. But I guess that would save me having to burn my last resist. I was going to resist might. You know what? Silence actually is a better move because he can still Iron Shot, which if I just use resistance. So we'll do that. We'll silence. I am going to have to use a might though, I think. Just to kill him fast enough with this dumb hand axe. There we go. Got him off the floor. Of course, we used a potion petition, so that means our OCPA isn't going to be around very quickly. And our intelligence kind of sapped our strength quite a bit at the beginning as the Wanderer starts, so we're not exactly amazing at wearing OCPA. We're going to have like no EV. It's kind of sad. So I don't even know if we should use it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm tempted to use that plate armor of poison resist. Just enchant that sucker up, you know? Wouldn't be too bad. We know we're going to have RC plus, right? And RF plus by the end of the game, just by virtue of our resistances built in. No, I've had low EV the whole time, which is not, it's not exactly the same thing. Having no EV is significantly crappier than having like 7. We have a frost, okay. Ice cave time. This could be good. Turns out if you wear the Autumn Katana, it doesn't actually take the confusion off immediately. Wand of Descent, okay. Let's go up, let's rest. It's magic map. We'll do this ice cave. And then once we have our beautiful spoils from here, which could in fact include a broad axe, dare I hope, once we figure that out, we'll sort of decide if we're going to use this OCPA or not. I really think I'm going to end up in the plate armor though. Okay. I still have my IDA here. And boy do we want to be in that if we're fighting simulacrums. That's exactly what happens, man. You'll never be confused again in real life or in the game. Okay, haste potion. This is already beyond worth it. Cloud immunity would be pretty dank right now. I am forced to admit all that trash I talked on it is not applicable here. Ooh, cursed. Minus 5 strength. Where's my remove curse? We're the pro cold in here, I guess, so we have that sick RC+++. I mean, I would go so far as to say this is literally the only place in the game where you really care about cloud immunity. There's my axe. What are you talking about? There's a Pearl Dragon scale, which is pretty sick. That might be ideal for this character, to be honest. He needs light armor. That is, yeah, his strength is low is the thing, so. Yep. And we don't have our negative yet is the thing, so. What a great find. Do we have ammo? Good, we have an ammo. I think we can fight all this, though. Dire Elephant Etten. Oh god, that's an Etten Simulacrum. 36 damage twice. God damn, that is so much. Although we have RC++++, so might as well be immune. Let's just descent this stuff. Freeze Brandon Ice Cave, this is just sad. Yeah, the Flame Wand does it, the Descent Wand does it, like, we're not necessarily relying on this hand axe. I see your point, though, it is kind of sad. Book of the Sky, hey, we could get D-Missile. I mean, hell, we have the Ent. to kind of sort of be a hybrid, even though I don't want to be. It's going to be an Ice Fiend in here, by the way. Not really a guy we want to meet, but might very well have to. Yes, they are, man. I think. Yep. I do have Ligma, but I would not really want to wear that here because that would take away our C++. I'm okay with meleeing an Ice Hydra, just because I have maximum RC. Simulacrums are no joke, man. They will murder you. Oh yeah, you can cut off heads of any undead Hydra, skeleton, zombie, simulacrum. Doesn't matter, as long as you have a cutting weapon. We may have to buy some more rations. Thankfully we have the money for another shop. Melee Ice Fiend. See, I don't know what I'm going to do about the Ice Fiend. Perhaps we should think about that. I was hoping he would have buddies around him and I would just be able to sort of immolate him to death. Typically that works. Okay, what happened here? Hold on. What's in here? It's a dead end, okay. Very convoluted ice cave. I think that would be both hilarious and extremely deadly. I am 100% in favor of building that vault, though. That sounds awesome. I mean, I love it because it's, like, incredibly punishing if you're not paying attention. Speaking of punishing, just got tormented immediately. It's no good. Guess I could go ahead and MO flying boots. Yeah, I'm wearing my running still, so no. Yeah, I'm tempted to Holy Word here after immolating, but that's probably pretty goofy since that is like a voluntary torment. I think what we'll do instead is we will MO. I can't die. Okay, that's good. Ice Blast. That's pretty good. That's some damage on the enemy. Ouch. This is a good place to heal wounds. The Ice Blast is not doing nearly as much. Well, you know, I have 10 invokes is the thing, and it's 50% physical, so that could have taken out the simulacrum. It's just not. I think we have to bail. I have shitty potions, remember? What do you mean? Haste. I have no might is the problem. We'd probably blink away, actually. What does mutation have to do with anything? Oh, I do have I forgot about that. Scroll of blinking. How much can he do? 16 plus a bunch of cold and 15 plus a bunch of cold. Still attack pretty fast, though. Well, we have RF plus, so... Oh my god, we don't have RF plus. Dude, that could have killed us. That's 3d20 damage. We had 42 hit points. I just assumed I had RF plus because of my mutation. And you know we don't because we're wearing IDA right now. That is my bad. We're misplaying left and right today. Wow, it's not good. Alright, so plan B on killing the Ice Fiend is probably to just Potion Petition and go for the Might Agi Haste plan. We could also enslave some of those simulacrums, but I see Mr. Ice Fiend is right here. Could go ahead and burn Holy Word, which I realize sounds terrible, but it also stops him from acting for the next long while, nearly as often as he would be. Can't Dissent him, he's actually immune to Magic Sea. Magic immune. Don't have any nets, that'd be nice if we had one of those. Flame, of course, is kind of a joke. No, it will not daze me. The weird thing about Holy Word is what it does to the player. If they're undead or demon spawn, it actually just acts as torment. That's all it does. Boy, we do not have... we sure do not have the tools to deal with this problem properly. I'm just looking over all this, and outside of zerking and crossing my fingers, or using Potion Petition, my options are really, really bad. That ammo really was supposed to solve the problem, and it just didn't. No, he's immune to magic, you can't enslave him. I should have enslaved a Simulacrum. Like, the Wolf Spider Simulacrum would have helped, potentially. Which is melee damage. It's 25 a pop, so 50, and then 54 damage on each one for cold, but the cold does almost nothing to me. I also really don't even want to use Potion Petition. I'm trying to save my money to get that OCPA, although I really don't think we're going to use it now that we have Pearl Dragon Scale. Ligma would probably do it. Ligma stops me from getting tormented. It takes away 2 pips of my RC, so we would pretty much suck ass in melee. Summon a shop. I don't think you can do that here, and I don't think I would. Ligma's not a bad idea, is the thing, despite the fact that it wrecks my RC. If we Ligma'd and then we Zerk Raged, we'd probably win. I don't think you can summon a shop in the Abyss. It's funny, he's vulnerable to fire, but... it's not like that Wand of Flame is going to do much for us. Yeah, Potion of Resistance works on Tree Form. Of course, that is our last Potion of Resistance, which kind of blows if we run into Nicola, but I think that is the plan. The problem is that if I Ligma here, and then I Resistance, like, that's it, man. Like, I have to win the fight, because I'm stuck in Ligma. I wonder if I Ligma, will Holy Word still wreck me as a demon spawn? I bet it will. Quaff PDS to get our... yeah, I know, right? Damn, I wish we had saved some of that acid. I tell you, it's that consumable attrition. I think we're going to be okay. No, I know Potion of Resistance works on Tree Farm. It absolutely does, but the real question is Holy Word, which I'm pretty sure still wrecks you. This will be okay. The thing is, I have 2,000 gold. Problem is, I have the bad heal mutation, which I think affects my Gozag potions as well, and that makes me less likely to want to fool around with that. You don't think that Holy Word damages you in tree form? See, if it doesn't, then we would totally be good to go. Well, VS can use... Oh, okay. Well, VS can use potions from Potion Petition, but I bet the mutation still affects it. We're going to find out. This'll probably be okay. Or Ligmud. Okay, so we see that Holy Word absolutely still affects me for the Torment. I'm going to shout. We have 184 hit points, man. This is pretty good. Quaff the resistance. He's not coming. Okay, this is fine. Enslave. What the hell, man? It's okay, we have more tree. Still resisting. We're actually in a better spot here. Order this guy to attack. So now we have a little bit of help. Iron Troll will do a good amount of melee to this fella. I honestly think that Flame is going to do more damage to him than anything else. Burned terribly, hell yeah. I see our boy didn't stay allied for long. Descent. That was easy. 10 evokes, man. 10 evokes Flame Wand. Now you can Zerk Tree and it's amazing when you do it, but I figured that Flame would give me more fine control over my actions. Wow, check it out. We have the Boots of the Assassin, but not for long because I have I have talons or hooves. Ring of Positive Energy, will not need that. Fan of Gales, don't need that. Lamp, though, is a really super duper sick find. Awesome, okay. Which hooves level am I on? 2. So all we need is one more for it to start taking my boots off. Okay, we'll drop the Ice Dragon Scale. Drop the Ring of Fire. Wear the R Poison instead of Pro Cold. Hold on a minute, wow. 30 AC, 13 EV. When did my defense get so much better? Damn. That's amazing. Let's enchant armor on the Pearl Dragon scales. I mean, hell yeah. We have +4 Pearl Dragon scales, that's fine. That's perfect for this dude, really. Very cool. We could even learn some spells. Regen is pretty obvious one. Tank time, pretty much, yeah. We really do need the Broad Axe, though. He's a tanky boy. I could be a little stronger. Wow, 3 of these fellas. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. That's it. You're getting ice blasted. No amount of tanking is going to help you against Orbs of Destruction. Why nothing quivered? Well, we don't really need to throw anything on this guy at this point. Actually, a Pearl Dragon Scale is like the most metal thing that a demon spawn could wear. It means somebody like skinned a holy dragon. I'm wearing a holy dragon skin. That doesn't seem like a very holy thing to do. I think it's completely and totally thematic, to be honest. Let's drop this Autumn Katana. Wow, I sure wish I had MR. Let's go ahead and buy this Helmet of Sea Invisible. That'll give me Senv all the time, that's cool. That means I can also drop this dumb spear. Totally metal, man. Messed up, go down. Self-abyss farm for MR. It's, you know, it's not out of the question. I mean, if we find absolutely none by the end of layer branches, I mean, that happens sometimes, man. You just get sort of screwed over. At which point you just kind of have to deal with it. You know, you never really get to the point where you can safely tab real hard. I mean, the Clarity Katana kind of sort of makes it possible for me to do slime, although there's still paralysis from the Great Orb. Chug mute potion? No, because I only have one, and I could get something much, much, much worse. That is to say, I could get teleportitis or berserkitis, and I would have no way of dealing with it, really. Dive to vaults 5. I mean, I could take a step into vaults, but the lack of MR really makes that plan sound like crap. On the other hand, I might go insane if I have to use this stupid hand axe for one more moment. Choices, right? Whoa, I have negative 32. Okay, negative 32 corrosion, just casual negative 32. No big deal. Happens all the time, bruh. Perfectly normal. Not dangerous at all. 4 AC, you know. 4 AC minus 32 slay, no big deal. I'm telling you, man, it's this hand axe. I'd be finishing these fights much faster if we had a good weapon. Hey, that sounds like a weapon of the ages, man. That'll win you the game right there. Single-handedly wrecking orbs of fire. One-on-one combat. I can tab this stuff. Love these vaults full of crappy enemies on a Gozag character. It's just a bunch of free gold. Okay, let's pull this stuff up. B vaults are the best of DsWn vaults. I agree. Uh-oh, that's a fella badly in need of enslaving. Yep, Kirky is definitely nearby. And we don't have any MR, which is a rough time, man. Go down, go up. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna lamp. And this way, if I get turned into a pig, the fire will at least finish my, finish the issue. Okay. Watch out for this corrosion, already up to minus 12. Minus 16. Where's my enslave? It's not working. Guess I'll Ice Blast for the kill. Thankfully, Spines is bailing me out of a lot of these bad situations. Let's go up. Hey, Mr. Spark Wasp. Still have some Ice Blast. That was more than I wanted to use. We only have one left now. And that's where the Potion of Resistance, you really want to have it. Really want to have it available for these kinds of situations. 3,000 gold, huh? It's weird to be at this part of the game and still feel like your character is sort of mediocre. But all it takes is having a bad weapon. I tell you what I should have done by now. Should have taken a broadaxe, or sorry, I should have taken a war axe and branded it. Betting on Nicola next. Well, we have the blink scroll to get us out of that. Identify. Wizardry, remove curse. Put the MR, or put the AC rather back on, put the R poise back on. This is your brain on shields. I'm addicted. No, I pretty much agree. I should have used the battle axe. This is actually a good example of me making a and I don't think I make a lot of these. This is a strategic error. You know, the long-term stuff rather than the tactical level errors, which I tend to make a lot. I think everybody does. Wow, -1 war axe. Not even a brand. Okay. Hey, Juicy Pear. Hey, don't worry. I've lost my fair share. Happens. In fact, I'm making horrible mistakes right now, so if you watch closely, I might splat. Okay, I've had it. I've had it with this. I've had it. we're gonna brand it. We have like 1 billion brand weapon scrolls. All right, it's a flaming war axe. That's better than a +4 war axe of freezing. It's +0, but you know what? We've just upgraded from like a soft stick to a nuclear bomb. Is the breadth of the difference between these two items. Although the reality is that the war axe is not that good. If only you worship a god that gives weapons. Well, I am. I just haven't gotten any weapon shops, or at least none that gave me the weapon I wanted. There's a hat. We got to check this out. It could be MR. It's not. Yeah, lacking a weapon and lacking MR, not so good. I still don't feel bad, by the way, about not swapping to swords for Autumn Katana. We just had too much experience investment. This would have become a much more awkward game if we had tried to make that swap. Whoops. Don't paralyze me, bro. Yeah, I believe they do. I think everything gets caught in webs except maybe spiders of any variety. I know for a fact scorpions do, including, of course, emperor scorpions. Oh, there he is. You were right. There's our boy. There's our boy, and we don't have Arlek, and we don't have a potion of resistance. Except we do. We found one. Perfect. Great timing. Although, do I want to fight him right here or not? Run while he's still stuck in the web? Maybe. I think we... Actually, Agi here... Do I have might? I do have might, but I don't want to use it. Can't really hit me from here. Turn into a tree and hope he doesn't notice you. He's gonna chain lightning the whole invult for me, I hope. I think we're just gonna bail, to be honest. Like, get into a hallway. Getting held. We don't have the sack, we used it up, remember? I know you're itching to see some spider on spider combat here, but this is where we want to be. Oh, this is crap. I could lamp, but there's just too much stuff, man. Alright, we're gonna burn a blink. This is okay. I'm just trying to make it to the staircase is what we're trying to do here. Pull this fella up. Digging a kill hole would be nice, but I mean, the thought had occurred to me. I guess once I took them over here I could have, but I was already quite hurt. Like, it would have been nice to be able to dig a kill hole all the way up here when we first started, but you see these are stone, not rock. Pull this guy up. Even with our terrible war axe, we could still sort of win one-on-one fights. Hey, Blocksman, how you doing, man? I assume you are not a Blokes alt. Okay, oh god, he's berserked. That's okay, we're gonna lamp, and if that hits him, we'll be okay, except it's... that's kind of okay. We're not very good at tanking this, but... Come on. I probably want to heal wounds. I know it won't do as much as it should, but that just kind of guarantees my survival. On fire in a web, that's okay. And he got killed by the Orb of Destruction. Pretty good combo. Yeah, I'm definitely using more resources than I really need to be, just on account of the fact that I'm playing kind of fast, but this character will stabilize really soon. Found another enchant armor. Let's keep pushing our Pearl Dragon up. It goes all the way to +10, and we only have +5, so we have a lot of runway still. Okay, here's our boy. Let's potion resist. Well, hold on, let me agi. We have so much of it. Resist. Berserk shuts that ability down. That's hilarious. Yeah, Juicy Pear, it's a little difficult. It's not the most stable character, but it's not the worst one either. I want allies here so that I don't just get wrecked by the chain lightning, so we'll do a summon. And they are just going to swarm his ass down. Yeah, I don't think they tear through the webs anymore. I think they have to fight through them like anything else. Yeah, we got a very lucky summon there. Now you know that when we go to kill TRJ, we'll have a crappy one. I have 10 Evo, but Evo doesn't affect Scroll of Summoning, does it? If it does, that's a new one on me. Rapier, what do you... No, we're not using a Rapier of Elec. We'd rather have our War Axe of Flaming. Remember, we have 18 axes. And yeah, I don't... No, it wasn't a sack of spiders, it's a summoning scroll. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I got any mutations. No, I didn't. I do four rune wins typically, Juicy Pear. This is a question I get an awful lot. Why do I do 4 rune games instead of 3? And the goal is just to win, right? Well, the reality is that, you know, if you can do 3 runes, if your character is at the point where he's done 3 runes, he can probably do 15 pretty safely, you know? So then the question becomes, why wouldn't you do more? And basically it's like a time investment thing. You don't get as much power really out of doing 15 runes as you would just from doing like 4. Insofar as like, yeah, there's experience to be gained, and there's even loot piles in the form of extended places like Tomb, but you're getting way more, you're getting way more out of it by doing the first 4 runes. So why would I do 4 instead of 3? Because that represents an enormous power boost for the part of the game that you're in. Like for instance, Vaults and Slime both have a huge loot pile, right? So if you can safely do both of them, it only adds like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to the game, and it represents just this massive boost of power to your character sometimes. So I don't know, man. I have done 4 runes for almost every game in this streak, and that's what I would recommend to most people because it just gives you more stuff. Is the simple way of putting it. It just gives you more stuff to survive Zot with, more resistances usually. Maybe a better weapon. Find all kinds of things in those loot piles. All right, we just got our first rune. We paid dearly for it. Way more resources than I would have liked. Oh my god, my browser's doing this wacky thing again. Sorry, give me like 2 seconds. Sorry about this. This has been happening over the last few, the last couple sessions where my browser just like starts freaking out. Got a lot of gold for a shop. How much gold do I have? Summon a shop on Spider 4. Is that technically considered lower depth than Layer 6? I guess it would be. Sorry, I'm fixing a technical error. Just give me 2 more seconds. Alright, I think we're good to go. Yeah, boy. Okay. 3,800. 1,800 for the merchant. 2,000 for crystal plate, but of course we don't even want that. I guess we could get a shop. Shaft and make shops in Teps 5. Great idea. Okay, we'll call one merchant. Distillery, weapon shop, gadget shop. All of these are pretty attractive to me. The distillery is attractive because, boy, I sure do want that those mutation potions. Gadget shop, of course, having more wands is nice, and weapon, we might find our axe in there. I doubt it, but it's possible. It's the cheapest though, so I think I will go for weapon. I'm a gambling man. I see we found not what we wanted. There is a +9 electric battle axe. That's not bad. More importantly, there's a +7 battle axe with Arlek on it. And that opens up that opens up Elf to us, actually. Shields doesn't do a whole lot for me in Elf other than blocking LCS, which is quite nice. But I mean, yeah, we could do this. I like having Arlek. That's certainly true. Lacking MR is going to suck in Elf, but the mace has sick resists. That's true. We can use that as a swap. It's got Stark and Tam though, so it's not a very good swap. I think we use the battle axe in Elf. I think we actually do Elf early. That seems right to me. If we have Silent Scroll especially. It's a weird thing to spend money on, but I think we're going to do this. Take out the shield. That's our only source of Arlek. Stop training shields. Train some axes up to 20, I guess. Take Evoke to 15. I don't like using the battle axe. We're not going to be using this for that long, but it'll... I've become desperate. That earns you Korean respect. Do the Korean players of this game enjoy battle axes for some reason? Alright, this is a tad early for Elf, but I think we're okay. Ah, we don't have Silent Scroll. Let's tab these fellas. Oh, I see it's Donald, actually. Rest. Up. Down. Up. That didn't work. Take them up. Oh, we don't have Lamp of Fire. Okay. We're gonna read Telly. Holy shit! We are way less... Oh, he has a double sword of Holy Wrath. Alrighty, that was a bad misplay. Yes, we'll read Blinking. Wow, how did I miss that? It's because I almost never play... It's because I almost never play Undead or Demon Spawn. I don't have that in my RC file to flash. I should put some Lua in there to flash at me when I see Holy Wrath. 7 HP. Have you guys noticed I've been playing a lot more Reckless ever since I took the world record? That's not so good. Not so good. Alright, new plan. Vulnerability. Hey, buddy. Okay, he's a queen ant now. Did I just change Donald's gender? Or his sex, rather? Now that he's a queen ant? Please at least get to 50 plus greater player. Yeah, I just need to be more careful, man. On the plus side, we just found a Shield of Reflection. Ruining Donald's self-esteem. Alright, I'll be more careful. Fog. Don't need Identify. We will take Might. Take Acid, that's huge. Blink, Haste. I want to check out that plate armor, but I really don't. I'm actually quite happy with my Pearl Dragon Scales. On the other hand, you know what? I should, because it could have MR on it. Oh, it's plus... Oh, man, that's really good. That's Strength plus 6. That's excellent. Unbelievable. It's actually worth... It's actually worth not using the Pearl Dragon Scales. Because Strength is my biggest... Yeah, I don't know. We lack RN, which kind of sucks for this place. Like, we would really like to have the RN. But I think I have to do this, man. Pearl Dragon Scales is probably better just for the purposes of this particular... On the other hand, this makes me better at killing animated weapons and Blade Masters, so... I don't know about this axe, you guys. I'm taking way more damage than I'm used to on account of not using a shield. Alright, Roxanne is here. Can this character kill Roxanne easily? Can I cheese her somehow? We got 6 Ligmas. I stood in water, I deserve to take damage. That's a fair point. It's absolutely true. No javelins available. Let's pull back. So another thing about this place is lacking MR means that I'm going to be slowed a lot by these archers. But this is a great little kill hole, isn't it? That's right, Roxanne, you don't need to put on the red light. Oh man, a jewelry boutique with absolutely no MR plus items. Adorable. Now there is a Guardian Spirit here. We'd like to wear that. That's really good for this character who is not casting anything really, but has high evocations. Can't afford it just yet, though. Another Jewelry Emporium, and still no MR+. Is it better than Cormont? Yeah. Alright, here we go. We found it. We found our MR+. This is actually awesome. This is an amulet that's fragile, but we'll never take it back, or we'll never take it off, rather. It's got our Poise, our Elec, MR++, and Regen MP. Don't care about the Regen MP, but the Elec is great. Means I'm not married to this battle axe. The MR++ is the most important thing. Just gotta save for it, really. Well, we can't afford it yet. We need the money. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Battle axe goes away. War axe goes back on. Shield goes away. Shield of Reflection goes back on. Invest in Bitcoin, absolutely. Make some money. That's what I would do. Shield of Reflection. Shields goes back on. Stop training axes. Drop the poison resist. And then any cool rings for free? Anything lying around? Not really. So we'll just, I mean, screw it. We'll just wear positive energy. That's fine. And we're just going to go into shoals just for a minute. Just to, you know, relatively safely pick up the gold we need to use that sick amulet. Granted, the lack of MR here is kind of painful, but it'll be okay. 2 scrolls of enchant weapon. Boy, I sure wish we had a broadaxe. Anti-shoal shield indeed. Nah, I don't really care about reflect, to be honest, but it is nice to have. It doesn't really factor into my calculus on whether an item is good or not, though. Wow, look at this. Look at all this. Guess I'm glad I have lamp, huh? Yeah, it's quality of life, but it doesn't actually really do anything for you. Like, in terms of, like, it doesn't make you more defensive, you know? If you wear it, you know, you're not going to survive more hits. It's just going to be really cool when it reflects LCSs and kills stuff for you. Yeah, 19, 20 javelins is probably not enough to kill Roxanne, but it might be. Yeah, merfolks are technically hasted in water. It's okay though. No, you don't lose money. When you kill something that you can't pick up the stuff from, Gozag will actually put it right into your inventory. Killing the enemy faster is the best damage reduction. Fair point. I mean, that's a fair point. It's just, I don't find it to be all that reliable. It's like, it's really fun when it happens, but I never think like, wow, I only won that fight because of reflection. It's more like, wow, that fight didn't last as long because of reflection. Which, as you say, is quite good. Nice confused, bros. We really need that MR. Almost have the money for the amulet. Actually running low on rations. Strength. There we go, there's our hooves. There's our hooves, man. Goodbye 40 AC. It was nice knowing you. Friendship ended with assassin. It's true. Sick. There's our first throwing net. I like having throwing nets. Alright, we can afford this now. Let's go grab it. Now I gotta stop walking around so much, because we're actually, like, bone dry on gold. And only have 7 rations. Now, yeah, I mean, our resistances are covered for the rest of the game. This is a winning character, basically. We need I think we need like 1 more pip of MR. I guess I can check. Apt, MR, I think demon spawn. Yeah, they only have 3, so 1 more pip of MR is ideal, but this is not terrible. How do I feel about doing the rest of... yeah, it is, isn't it, man? How do I feel about doing the rest of Elf? Also, our scales are level 3 now. That's cool. Getting our RC+. No, DS don't have 4. I'm looking at it. It says 3. 3-star. Unless something changed. You need our core so you don't get a heart attack saying you get minus 50 corrosion and vault. More like in slime, am I right? Gosh, I wish we had silence. Do we have the tools necessary to kill... Well, we've got 2 blinking. Yeah, we'll do slime at some point. Not right now, but yeah. Right now we're going to try to finish out Elf. +0 War Axe of Electrocution, huh? I think we should be using Flaming over Elec, even if it is +0, but it doesn't matter because we're Gozag, it turns into gold anyway. Okay. Acid. I should step forward in acid. Ice Blast, we really want to kill this thing quickly. Can do 102 damage to us. So we kill it before it can do that. Demon Spawn have 4. He's talking about how much magic resistance per level. You see, different races get different amounts of magic resistance per level. Demon Spawn get 3. At least that's what LearnDB is telling me. And Man thought it was 4. This is meaningful because it determines how many MR items you need to have by the end of the game, such that you will be immune to all of the MR threats. Casual Floating Iron Elf, no big deal. He's alone, so I'll just melee him. Sorry about all the flashes, that happens for me. Arga and Elf 3 loot pile, I hope so. Found enchant armor. I'm going to go ahead and enchant out the shield. This will probably be our endgame shield. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Check this out, by the way. With this amulet, we now only have a 1% chance of being confused by these guys. Pretty good. God, I wish we had a prod axe. Very weird game so far with the loot selection. Okay, Scroll of Telly, Glowing War Axe. Should I burn gold on a Glowing War Axe and get fooled again? Should we get fooled again? I think we're gonna get fooled again if I purchase this. Let's get fooled again. War Axe of Venom. I think we got fooled again. Flaming's probably better, but then again, I want accuracy in here above anything else, so I'll use the Venom. That may be a foolish choice. Bro, why do we suck so much at melee? 39 AC, 13 EV, that's not terrible. And yet, we're getting hosed by, like, battle axe animated weapon. It's weird. Something weird is going on with this character. Not going to bother to do Hall Blades, I guess. I mean, I'd like to, but having such trouble against animated weapons, I don't think it's a good idea. Alright, here's the make or break moment. Remove curse. Yeah, I do turn access to gold. It'd be nice to go in there and get the gold, but... you don't want to leave Gozag for another god, he's too good. Although we may end up having to if I start starving. It's not been a problem ever in any of my games, but we've been a little bit crazy about our use of gold this game. I don't think that'll happen, but... There's our Annihilator. Let's pull him. Alright, so I really like to have Silence in here. I like to have Scattershot in here. I don't have either. I do have 3 Blinking, and 2 is enough to more or less safely get away from one of these guys. We also have some Digging if I want to make a kill hole. Probably safe here. Technically not. This is annoying, okay. Trying to take out the Elementalist, there we go. Got him. See, it's so swingy, these fights. Like, that one was fine, and it's like, oh, well, you can't die, right? But trust me, you can. Let's back off. Because like that, at any moment, I could have taken 102 damage. Pulled him up, his buddies did not follow. So he just gets owned. But yeah, Oko would have given me something nice by now, but... You know, Gozag is helping me more than it seems. The aura alone is really amazing. We're not spending money on anything else, by the way, until we can make a ration shop. Shouting over here. Okay, can we melee the Blade Master? Back off, back off. Rather fight him without having to fight the... There we go. So the Annihilator didn't join in, that's great. We'll lamp here. Perhaps not the best place for lamp, but it was okay. Took out a high-level elf, I'm okay with this. Demonologist, rest. Down he goes. Whole thing here is to use the terrain to your advantage. Okay, this is obnoxious as hell. We're going to walk away from this stuff. Okay. I screwed up. That's not how I wanted to use my dig. Okay, we burned both of our digs. Very painful. There's one for sale, but of course we don't want to go spending our money, do we? Okay, we'll wait for this guy. Let's go up. The Deep Elf High Priests are very easy to kill if they're next to you. If they're not next to you, well, you're going to take 60 damage per turn, so best to be careful. There go my rations. Gotta pull this guy up. Okay, I acid wanded him twice. I had wanted to just apply the debuff. But hey, you know what? We're going to have a massive loot pile in here if we can clear this stuff out, and it seems like, I don't know, it seems to me like we're making big progress. The gold alone, it might be enough to get a shop. At the very least, there's probably going to be a ration or two in there. So it seems like I'm cutting it kind of close. Dude, I want rations more than a good axe at this point. Sounds weird, I know, but... Oh hey, 2 Scrolls of Silence, that's sick. Also, we found acquirement. Of course we acquire, well, do we acquire gold or do we acquire weapon? I want that ration, but I think we have to acquire weapon, just on principle. It's Broadaxe. Broadaxe of Electrocution, okay. Food is always food. Oh yeah, that's true. I could have acquired food, but we're not that desperate yet. I can always abandon. Not that I would want to. Enchant weapon. Now have a +5 Broadaxe of Elec. I have 4 brand weapon. I'm going to try to rebrand this. That's vampiric. I actually don't want it to be vampiric at this stage in the game. I know it sounds weird, but try again. Flames, that's good. Food acquirement is terrible. That's okay. You get food, bro. Okay, he blinked away. That's really annoying. Silence. Had to silence there. He could have killed me otherwise. 120 damage, you know. Man, you really like Lerny. But that's cool, because I like Lerny too. Yeah, I would have preferred freezing or chopping. Those were the 2 I was going for. But flaming is just fine until Zot, and then we'll perhaps roll the dice some more. The Ring of Assorted Scars. Plus invisibility, strength +2, dex +5, stealth. I don't need that. Likewise, I can drop the Ring of the Jester. We already have our Elec. We already have Senv. Amulet of Reflection, we can drop that. Ring of Intelligence. Better Ring of Protection, we put that on. Okay, not bad. Skeleton Lerny Wiz Lab. How about Lich Lerny? It's if Lerny somehow became intelligent and became a Lich. These are the kind of cool ideas I have. That's why you should buy my fantasy novel that I'm just about finished with. You read about that Lich Lerny. Oh yeah, 27 + 1 hats. I like that a lot. 27 hats of pondering. He moves really slowly, but he's also unkillable. Okay, we have 7 rations now. Don't kill me, bro. Good. You feel robust. Alright, our T3 is robust, guys. Boring, but also probably the best. That means that we have Ignite Blood. We just need to trigger it. You only get 1 T3, right? Nice. Perfect ammo indeed. You know, I thought that my spines killed animated weapons. You notice that that one almost died just straight off of my spines while I was immolating. Okay, ration for sale. I guess we'll go ahead and buy that. Don't really need the Fan of Gales, do we? Alright, I feel like a billion times better about this character. We've got our Broadaxe, which is of course the most important thing if you're using an Axeman. You know. What kind of spines hurt through plate armor? The special kind. They go through the little greaves or whatever, you know, like the little creases in the armor. They find their way out. Joseph with a wand of acid. That sounds terrible, man. Sounds early. We're going to go ahead and do this now. This is free gold. At least it should be. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright, fine. One of these days I'm going to figure out why this guy can't tank as well as I expect him to. It's just strange. This is... I have the numbers, is the thing. I can't really understand why this guy is... why he feels like he's taking more damage. Maybe objectively he's not, and I'm just like... having a fever dream today? I don't know. .40 AC, 13 EV. I mean, the EV's a little low, but that's not bad for here, man. Yeah, I mean, electricity is nice on axes, but I'd rather, yeah, I'd rather have the flaming or freezing so that the strength and just the damage scales more overall. And of course, freezing or chopping is how you. That's how you kill orbs of fire. You can't use electricity or flaming, of course. 22, yeah, we are low on strength. That's true. That will change, though. We are going to get a few more points. Maybe that's the problem. Although that shouldn't be affecting my defenses as much as... I mean, the raw numbers are still 40 and 13 and 15, which is not terrible. I don't know. Maybe after I find a large shield, I'll feel better. Really now? I'm not sure if I'd buy that, man. I assume you've done the math on it, though. That is surprising to hear. Alright, we've arrived at Suto Stug's Island Escapes. He'll sell me a Scroll of Blinking and a Scroll of Fog, and I'll leave everything else. Ignite Blood. You know, wouldn't it be cool if if our Ignite Blood had been one of the first things to master? One of the things that makes me kind of sad about Demon Spawn is that, like, they're so cool, right? But their abilities don't necessarily work super fast, you know? Like, you don't necessarily get them until, like, the end of the game. Speaking of things not working, we are mesmerized at 1%, thanks bro. And we're being turned to stone. So I guess we have to burn a telly. Kinda lame. Kind of a lame combo, I have to say. Feels a little cheesy. Okay. Ice Blast this. and again. So a little worried about just how many things were there. The mesmerized success rate is still wrong. It's probably closer to 2 or maybe 3%. Maybe 5. I don't know. It's actually hard to say, actually. So, yeah, it's pretty wrong. Let's leave it at that, I guess. I know it's higher. I don't know exactly how much higher. Wait, what was that shop's name? That was like all slaying rings. Did that have like a funny name? I bet it does. No, just a jewelry emporium. So many rings of slaying, wow. I'm not going to buy a ring of slaying. I prefer AC anyway. Oh my god. So much Catoblepus breath. Maybe I should be using my sick scarf of cloud immunity. That's the real tech. Alright, it's about 10 p.m. I think we're probably going to stop the stream for today. We have a rune and we have elf done. So I mean we're pretty far. Should have worshipped Kazlal. Does he protect you from? Yeah, I guess he does. He does protect you from the calcification. It's wacky. But now we're okay. We found Gozag early, and I'm not regretting it. I will say the Wanderer stats have made this character a little awkward. I mean, I just turned him into a battle man. You know, he didn't start with spells. It's very strange, the fact that Wanderers can sort of have high intelligence but have no spells. You know, and that's kind of haunted us for the whole game. But at the same time, we have, I mean, look at these items, look at these resistances. We're good. We're good to go. We just have to not make any more hilariously dumb errors of judgment, like walking around Donald when he has a holy word, or a holy wrath item. Holy wrath double sword. That was 7 hit points, guys. But yeah, barring anything like that, I think we'll have a pretty easy time grabbing the rest of the runes, grabbing the orb, and winning, and we might be able to do all of that tomorrow. I feel like this character's going to ramp up really, really hard about the time we finish Shoals, perhaps. At least I wasn't silenced this time. I know, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the session, but until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.